Hey there, my name is Victoria Colpitz. I'm filming this very late after my shift in my car, so pardon me for that. I just wanted to answer the questions for the nutrition class. I'm really excited about this class. I don't really know that much about nutrition, I can't lie. I know I like to eat. I say I live to eat. I don't eat to live. Um, but I will say, to answer the questions, one of the things that I've been really curious about and I'm excited to maybe hopefully dig into in this course is I have a question about like all the dieting culture things. A lot of different people say there is only one way to eat that would best treat your body. I hear this with the carnivore diet as of the most recently, or raw milk, or you know, whole foods, like no processed foods, or the Atkins diet, the paleo diet, keto, all that stuff. I feel like I always hear that that's the best and there's nothing better for you. And I just feel like it's the way we look at dieting and food, maybe it has this kind of attachment to it of what might be the best thing for you. And it just interests me, like, why. I don't know if it's a wellness thing or I don't know. There's so much surrounding that. And I have questions about why we do that as people, but also what is the right way to diet? What is the best way to eat? Not everybody's built the same, right? Obviously, we have patients in clinicals who even have like a heart healthy diet versus a fat free diet versus a regular diet. Um, and there are reasons behind that. And I guess I wonder, what are the actual health benefits behind all of these things? And why have people over the last few decades changed the trends and said like, oh, actually the carnivore diet's not good for you all of a sudden? And like, how was that conclusion come to, you know what I mean? And then the second question asked is kind of a hard question for me to answer because I don't feel like I have a culturally relevant palate. My dad is a really, really good cook, and he would just cook whatever he wanted. You know, sometimes he would be like, okay, I'm making Hungarian goulash because I just wanted to try it one time. Or, you know, he would just come up with these cool things to make, like beef Wellington, just because it's hard to make. And so I grew up eating a lot of really decadent food, at least in my opinion. But also being born and raised in San Diego has made it very hard for me to avoid any Mexican food. And I actually love Mexican food so much. And any type, I like birria, enchiladas, burritos, tacos, literally any of that. So I don't have a very like tasteful, well regarded palate. Like, I won't say that I'm super knowledgeable about food like that, but I will say that I just like the spices. I think is what I like about Mexican food. The savory, the salty, like I just love that. And then spicy, I like spicy too. But if I had to choose something that's like my culture, um my Polish friend makes this thing, and this is more of a Swiss food, but she introduced me to it, and I'm like technically Polish. Um, she makes this thing called raclette, and it's like a cheese. It's like a Swiss cheese that you melt under fire, and then on top of this stone, you put a bunch of like really coarse rock salt, and then on top of the salt, you sear meat, and it's more of a like conversation gathering kind of food, less of a like just to sit down and eat kind of food. And I like that about, like, that's what I like about Korean barbecue. I like a food that will get me talking to people more than I care about the flavors. But if I had to choose, maybe Greek or Mexican food. But yeah, I'm excited to see what everybody else says, and I'm actually really excited about this class. Even though it's going to be even more work, I'm just excited to see what we can learn as future nurses and possible life changers in nutrition.